peculiar to the Eastern people and to the great Benin people, the Benin Edo people, where we used to have the longest wall in the history of the world. But the wall was being broken some years back. And this is another bead from the Yoruba, and is a symbol. Yeah, women. Our beautiful women wear this. Is a sign of royalty. Is an adornment. And here is a picture of a representative of God of wealth. We call Aye Iyalaje. And Aje actually means wealth in Africa, God of wealth. And here is another bead. Is a representative of royalties as well. And here is a royal cap from the eastern part of Nigeria, and is peculiar to Benin people as well. And this, some people call it Anfan. It's not just Anfan. It's a symbol of royalty for the Eastern people, and this is peculiar to Edo Benicity as well. And I have a beautiful bead, a coral bead from Edo too. Please, you can come. She's wearing this beautiful coral bead. All these are adornments, body adornment from Africa. Yeah. And next is this beautiful gele. They call it Eje, but Yoruba call it gele. And these are used for our events, our owambes, our social activities. And this is used by our wonderful, beautiful, adorable women in Africa. And next are the woodwork. In Africa, we are carvers, we are sculptors, and these are sculptural pieces, carving pieces all the way from Africa. And this, we call it shaker, is a musical instrument. Yeah, we use it to make sound during our music. Let me just give you an example. So this is, no, not stone, seed. Seed, we have seed in it. And on to the next, despite our forefathers having a great deal to work, a great time to work and hard work, at the evening time, they always gather to enjoy themselves, and that is when they have the palm wine moment. And this is what they use to take their palm wine, and this is the jar to use to drink their palm wine. Yoruba call this akeringbe. Can you just give it a try? Akeringbe. Yeah. And this is what we call aha. Can you give it a try? Aha. Say aha. Aha. Yeah, that is it. So this is used to drink, and we use it to eat in Africa as well. Yeah, this is from the melon family. Yeah, is a seed. It's not watermelon, melon family. I just said melon family. Yeah, not watermelon. Melon is not as hard as this. And onto the next is this beautiful fans, and they were used for feathers fan. And all these feathers used to be original feathers of animal, but these ones are the one, not plastic. Yeah, they are not plastic. They are from Africa as well. And there is a beautiful bird that is peculiar to this beautiful design, and that is peacock. Peacock, the beautiful bird with many colors. And that is to tell you that Africans, we are full of colors and beauties. As I said earlier on, this is the exhibition of those edges we have, and we have feathers around it. And onto the next, we have a paint artist in the building. As you can see, we can see beauty. Art speaks from our emotions. Art speaks our hearts and our mind. We use paintings to express our feelings and how you feel. And that is what we have here. And with me is a wonderful drum. I will still talk about it during the event. This is called Bata. Can you help me call the name of this drum? Bata. Bata.
Bata.
Yeah, that is it. Our Lord Mayor is getting it right. Yeah. And on to the next is our beautiful fabrics all the way from Africa. We have Ankara, and this is our Ankara fabrics. And majorly, some of these fabrics are peculiar to some people in Africa. This, you can find it in Kenya, you can find it in Gambia, you can find it in Zimbabwe, you can find it in Nigeria. But this majorly is peculiar to the eastern part of Nigeria, and they have a family of this. And now, this is another wonderful drum that is peculiar to the ancient Oyo Empire. We call it Dundun drum. Dundun drum. Dundun drum. And this is a drum that communicates and echoes the beats of our ancient language and our ancient ancestors. And onto the next is still Ankara fabric, and this is peculiar to both Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. The Yorubas call it Shakmara, some people call it damask. Yeah, we use it for our edge, our cap, and at the same time we sew it, and we have beautiful, beautiful attire here, both from the eastern part. Majorly we use this for special occasions like wedding ceremonies and all. And on to the next is this beautiful crafted works of art using our Ankaras to create bags, edges, and fan. And we have beautiful clothes and caps. All these are made of ashoke, Ankara, ashoke, and many as we still have them. And right at your back, sir, we have this beautiful, beautiful fabrics. Yeah, we have modernized our fabrics. Is beyond just being an African fabrics. We are stylizing it and is now at the world map as a world fashion moment. As you can see, we have different design. Please, the fashion designer, please. Yeah.
Where is she?
Please, we would love to know the names of these beautiful attires before we go.
The fabric.
The name of the style.
That's butterfly.
This is butterfly boo.
Butterfly boo, as you can see, it can fly, and we have a lot of it here. Yeah, and we have some mixed media in here where we use nets and our Ankara, and we call it mixed media. And we have another design here. Please, what's the name of?
The hip style. You know, it's big. Thank you. Trousers, and we have different styles. Yeah. It's big, old school trouser.
One picture with you, single as well, to full Facebook.
Ankara.
Single picture with you.
Is he your photographer?
Yes, and we still have a lot of fabrics. Here we have Adire, we call it tie and dye. That is a simple interpretation, and some other African representation. On to the next slide, you're welcome. And here is written, we use our curtains to form patterns, colors, movements, and tell stories. And this is Ashoke. This style we call it Kembe, and the English call it boot cut. Yeah, we call it Kembe. So we have different style of it. We have Kembe, we have Soro, we have Dandogo. Our Soro is what they call the pencil, and we have Dandogo, Tricota. We have names for all of those things too. And on to the next is our Ankara, and last but not the least, on this side is our beautiful Sonyo. Yoruba used to say Sonyo Libabasho, the king of wares. Yeah, among all wares, the king of wares. And this is a boo-boo style. Yeah, boo-boo style. Yes. So during the summertime, when there is heat, our forefathers have what they wear that can still allow breeze to enter their system, and that is why it's perforated for free flow of breeze. And here is our Kampala designs. Kampala designs, and they were beautiful. And the last but not the least at this exhibition stand is our wonderful red carpet, in which we have why we are designing our red carpet like this. We are talking about originality, we are preaching Africa. As you can see, it's a fashion event, and we have patches of clothes on the red carpet. That is to tell you to echo the beauties of our culture, the beauty of our ancestors when it comes to fashion. And that's why we have different designs, different colors, pieces of clothes. And that is to tell you there is nothing that can ever be wasted in art. And here is our mat, our ancient bed. In those days, this is what our forefathers sleep on. Yeah, we call it a niore, the knitting mat. And we have different drums. This is djembe, all the way from Ghana, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. Thank you for joining me on this short exhibition. But before we go, we need to have a group picture. And yeah, I have one here. This is, we call it Obabata. Yeah, it is used by the Eyo from our ancient Eko, Akete, Iluopo. Majorly Eyo originated from Ogun State, but is highly adopted in Lagos State. And majorly this is what we use to ride our canoe. So we use it to drive our canoe. And is a symbol of Lagos, because Lagos is an island where we have water flows all around it. And this, what I'm holding, is peculiar to one of our masquerade in Africa called Eyo. Eyo, aye ile eyo, let's go. Eyo, aye ile eyo, eyo baba nsawa, tó fi góòlù ṣeré. Eyo baba nsawa, tó fi góòlù ṣeré. Àwa onísanwó oníbodè, òdìlé. Ilé dúgbò, owó lẹ́dúgbé. Kí ló fi ṣe? Aṣọ ló fi rà. Aṣọ kí lè rà? Ẹyẹ òyìnbó. Ẹ̀dùn jalè o fòrú lọ. Ẹ̀dùn jalè o fòrú lọ. Ọlọ́ba mi jó aya rẹ̀ mi wòran, àmújó ṣe bí ọba. Ọlọ́ba. Aṣọ ẹyẹ gbẹ́yẹ fò. Aṣọ ẹyẹ gbẹ́yẹ fò. Igúnnugún ẹyẹ òye. Ẹyẹ òye. Àdùkò ẹyẹ ọ̀fà. Ẹyẹ ọ̀fà. Igúnnugún ẹyẹ òye. Ẹyẹ òye. Àdùkò ẹyẹ ọ̀sà. Ẹyẹ ọ̀sà. Àṣà mi di méjìlá o, péré lókun àṣà mi o. Ó yẹ pé wó. Ẹgbẹ́ wó. Àlùmọ̀ táyà o. Àlùmọ̀ táyà o. That is the anthem peculiar to Eyo. All the ancestral souls in Africa have their music and their genre of music that back it up. This is what we call Eyo music, or we call it Sakara music. Thank you once